Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday Epic finally decided to buff the amount of XP that quests give you, and this is probably something that a lot of people have been waiting for. I just tested this out myself and I was able to get about 4, nearly 5 levels within a single hour. Let's quickly go over it. At the moment we have a total of 20 different punch cards, and every single punch card consists of 5 quests that you can complete. That means that every single quest line will start with a common quest and they go all the way up to a legendary quest, and the higher the rarity of the quest, the more XP you get. Before last week's update, you would only be able to get XP by completing the punch cards, but you didn't get XP for completing the quest itself. Now they fixed this with the last update, but now, since yesterday, they also increased the amount of XP that you get for completing a single quest. Alright, so when you start a new quest line, if you complete the common quest, it's going to give you 2500 XP. If you complete the green or uncommon one, it's 2650 XP. For the rare one, you get 2750 XP. For the epic one, you get 2900 XP. And then for the legendary one, you get 3750 XP. Obviously, the difficulty of the quest goes with the rarity, so the common ones are usually very easy to complete, and then the legendary ones are a bit more difficult. But that means that now, whenever you start a quest line, you will get an additional 14,550 XP. That's a lot. This is where it gets interesting. So at any given moment, you can have 4 different quest lines available, and if you're playing together with friends, or if you have someone in your party, you can get an additional quest line, which means that you can have 5 different progressions at the same time. I would definitely recommend that whenever you start playing, you just activate a whole bunch of different quest lines, which you can either do by going to the NPC itself on the map. If you go to your quest overview, you can pin the location and you don't have to search for them, or you can go to any of the phone booths and then accept the quest line that you like. I would definitely recommend doing your research first, so I've included all the different quests in the description of this video, and hopefully that will allow you to pick the ones that are very easy for you to complete and skip the ones that are a bit more difficult. For example, I usually tend to pick the quest lines that I can do within 5 minutes, but then you also have quests which are dependent on a certain thing, and it's usually the legendary one, and sometimes the epic one. For example, for the Grim Fable questline, you have to hunt wolves, and sometimes I go 4 or 5 matches without seeing a single wolf, and there's not really any point in being stuck on that. But the nice thing about the quest overview is if you accidentally start one of the quest lines and you get stuck on something and you don't know how to complete it, you can simply just cancel that quest line. If you go to your quest overview while you're in game, it says press hold to remove the quest, and then you can just fill it with a new one. There are also quests for which you have to eliminate a knocked opponent with a harvesting tool, but I would just recommend going to the IO guards on the map, knocking them down, and then eliminating them with your harvesting tool. This also applies to if you have to deal damage with a specific weapon to opponents. Find that weapon, find yourself an IO guard, and then do it that way. It makes everything a whole lot easier. You can also use sharks for this, by the way. It also counts if you damage sharks with a specific type of weapon. If you don't have any friends to play with, feel free to leave your epic ID in the comment section down below, and maybe try to find some people that you can do the quest with. Because like I said, if you form a party and then just spread out across the map and complete a bunch of different ones at the same time, you will not only get XP for the ones that you complete, but also for the ones that your teammates complete. And that makes leveling up so much easier. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and use code PerfectScore in the item shop if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace!